And good evening to Mukam Coding Mentor. I am taking C++ programming language from beginners to advanced level, and today I will be taking fundamental topic, that is variables. So let's start. Variables is an essential element which we need in our programming every now and then, so it is of very much used in our programming. So what are variables? Variables are containers for storing data values. So it stores the data values, different types, and it is a container because it assign a value to the memory. If we declare any variable, then that variable with its name are assigned in a memory and it's occupy a space. That's why variables are told as containers. There are different types of variables. Variables can be of different types which are mentioned here, and each variable type is different from each other with its size and range. Okay, each variable needs an identifier, so it is necessary for you to give a name, any unique name to a variable. The name of the variable can be composed of letter, digits, and underscore characters. So these characters are valid for naming a variable. It can be a one letter name like X. If I give a variable name as X, it can be valid. If I will give X1, that too will be valid for naming a variable. Keywords are not used to assign a name to a variable. So what are keywords here? Keywords are reserved. So if you have seen our last program, there was blue font words which are considered to be a keywords. So these words have its own function set already by a developers, so that cannot be used. Lower and uppercase letters are distinct. What it means, that if we have two words, one is in uppercase and other is in lowercase, then both the words are different for a compiler. Okay, so let's see how it is declared here. We must specify the type and assign its a value. Okay, so specify type means, here we have seen the basic types of variables like integer, double, character. So integer will take number, double will have number but it can add function fractional value as well. Characters stores a character values, means it can store a, b, c, and the etc. String just take a text, means a series of characters. Okay, and booleans is a two states value like true and false. Okay, so here I have given you one example. Int my number, that is 15, equal to assign a 15th value to this variable name mynum, that is of integer. So it is a valid declaration, and cout is an object which is giving an output by my num, sorry. And here I have not given a double quotes because we want a value of this variable. So classification of data types. You have now know that these variables are of different types. So there are many such, like the in previous slides I have shown, there are many other variables like here user defined, built-in types, and derived. So these are three broad classification, and as you will move you will understand its use, where and how it is used. So what are different data types? Let's see. The previous slide shows us that built-in types are the basic types, because I have told you this have already been set by the developers. that integer will have numbers, characters will have a character A, B, C, D, float will assign a fractional part, and boolean will do the same. No, boolean not, double will do the same. Float and double are like similar data type, but there is a difference in its size because the float is smaller than doubles. Double can store much more higher points, and boolean can store true and false. Void is like giving a no value assignment. It void is nothing but a null data type. Okay, so built-in is a basic type, and then come the derived type. Derived type is a derived and user defined are like customizable. We can declare it by using built-in type. Okay, so here I have given a short description. Built in using basic primitive data types. So built using the basic. Okay, so that's what it means that I have told you. And user defined data types are the combination of multiple basic data types. Okay, structure, union, classes, enumeration, and much more we can see it later on. Now I will give you practical demonstration because I love practicals much than the theoretical part. Let's say I have given an integer name x. So I have declared it and I am giving it a value 15. Now let's see the practical implementation of variables. So last time I have told you that these 3 lines will be the basic things and it is needed in every program. So let's see how to declare a variable. Int my num. So I am giving an integer value 6. Okay, and if we want an output, we just use cout object, and now the name of the variable end line separate the line. Okay, sorry, not there was misspell. So see the nice our 6 is coming. In a similar fashion we can declare other variables like float my float. Float is the decimal part 3.15, and if I copy paste this, float, and then again I will compile and run it. Let's see our floating point number is also coming. In a similar fashion we have bool. This bool is new for you. Oh, I need to declare it on upper side. Bool, my boolean equals to true. So it will just print the true value. Boolean. See now. So here you can see the value of true boolean is coming as 1, and if we have given the false, then that value here if we have given the false, then that 1 is replaced by the 0 values. So this is how the boolean works. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you. If here the integer is declared as 6, we can declare multiple variables like x, y, and this can be valid. So in this way we can take the common variable and declare it in the one line. And another thing I want to tell you that Constant is a keyword which is very helpful if you don't want to change the value of any variable. So const is the keyword for declaring any variable, like I am declaring integer variable. I will not give the same name, integer p, okay, and I am giving its number as 15. So my integer, this constant, will be 15 throughout the program, and you will be unlikely to change this variable. So if we take the output of this, see, here the 15 is coming as we have mentioned and taken the value of the variable. But what if I will try to change this value? What will be our output then? Just do it for your understanding. So constant basically helps you see what it is showing us, that in function assignment of read only variable. So yeah, the variable of constant is for read only purpose. It is unchangeable and it cannot be modified. Okay, so that's over for today's session. I hope you got what I have told you till now. And if you have any queries regarding the today's session, you can put it down in the comment and I will answer you as I will get time. So good day guys. Bye.